Hi, Katrina here, and this is my review of the Web 2.0 tool, Dipity.com. Dipity is a digital timeline website that allows users to organize events by time and date. Users can create, share, and social network their timelines, as well as incorporate and embed video, audio, text, and images. Best of all, this website is free to use and is for ages 13 and up, as stated in their terms of services. Dipity is very easy to use and very easy to get started. All you need to do is create your username and log in. From there, you go to create a timeline where you can put in your topic name or the name of your timeline. You can add a brief description of what your timeline is going to be about. You can also change the privacy settings. You can choose private, anyone, or you can choose from specific people that can see your timeline. This setting, the privacy setting, is very important, I think, to use in schools, especially if you plan to use this within your classroom, because it can eliminate all the outside people from seeing your students' work and from commenting and editing on their work. And if they're using this collaboratively, you can have fellow classmates have the ability to comment and edit each other's websites if they're doing group work or one website for the whole classroom, whatever, however you're using this. After you create your timeline, your next step is to add your events, and I'll show you how you can do that. So here is my timeline that I've created of my life. The name of it is Katrina's Life. And to add a new event, or your first event, all you need to do is go to Add an Event, and this will pop up. You put in your title. Mine is going to be Disney World. The date that it occurred, September 1990. The description, my family took a vacation to Disney World. We had so much fun. You can add your picture, which I do have one. It's a picture of my dad, my sister, and I at Disney World in these little Minnie Mouse outfits. You can add a link. So if I want to add disneyworld.com to use that as a reference, the location in which your event happened, Orlando, Florida. And you can also add a video URL, so a Google video, a YouTube video that would just be added to your event. You can see that this can be very useful for social studies. You can put in your event maybe a specific battle in the American Revolution, when it took place, maybe a YouTube video on a little summary of what happened, where it took place. I mean, you can see how useful this website can be. But mine is about my trip to Disney World. So from here, you can save and add another event, or you can just save this event. And I'm just going to go ahead and save it, and this window will pop up. And this is how you can share your new event with the social networking. So you can put it to Twitter, to Facebook, whatever you use for social networking. This is also where you can see comments other people have left you. So using in the classroom, one student may have commented on another student's, and they can easily see what they have wrote. Maybe it's feedback or question, whatever is pertinent to that project. But I'm going to go ahead and close out of this, and there it is. There's my new event. It goes in automatically, chronologically. And you can click that event, and it will tell you your brief description when it took place. And you can click any of your events. Another great feature of Dipity is the flipbook feature. You can go ahead and scroll through and see all your events chronologically. And I think this is really great for visual learners. It kind of organizes your brain of what's coming up. You can kind of see what's coming up, what's coming next, and what you're actually looking at. When you put your cursor over the picture, it will give you that brief description of what you typed in when you put in the original event. So it kind of jogs your memory if you're going to be using this maybe as a study guide, or if you're just organizing your own life. And I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to show you about this website. So back to the PowerPoint. As you can see, it's pretty easy to do. You can add multiple events pretty quickly, and you're able to embed video, audio, text, and images. So it's really a multimedia tool that you can use. Talking about rationale, there's one quote from Teaching and Reaching the Millennial Generation Through Media Literacy I wanted to quote, just to give you where I'm going with this rationale. And the quote is, "If there is a crisis in today's school, it probably has more to do with students' perception that school is boring and largely irrelevant to preparation for life outside of school." And I think Dipity goes along with that quote so well is because it's something fun for the students to use. It's really engaging and it's relevant to the students' lives. They can add the pictures they want to add. They can type the text they want to add. They're composers of their own project. Going along with that same momentum, in the Producers of Text Teaching Literacy Web 1.0 and Web 2.0 tool article that we've read, it really stressed that students create their projects. They're not just consuming a product. They're not just reading a book and being done with it. They're creating something. They have ownership of something. And in the Technology Tools to Get Teachers Started by Cruikshank, that's that last bit on my PowerPoint. This tool resonates with what is already being taught in the classrooms. So much of what students are already learning is in chronological order. Social studies, there are events, and then there's another event, and then there's another event. Chronological order. In reading, they read a story, there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's a climax, there's an end. Chronological order again. In science experiments, there's the hypothesis, the beginning. There's the experiment, and then there's the conclusion. There's a chronological order that occurs in most everything that students are already learning and teachers are already teaching. The standards are so already in this Web 2.0 tool. They are very easily met by incorporating this tool in any of your lessons. And this quotation you can read, but Dipity connects with what they're already doing at home, the social networking, the picture sharing, the organizing, to what they should be doing in school and what they're interested in doing in school. So Dipity is a good transition from what they can do and how they can use that in school. And here are the 6 standards for students. The first one, creativity and innovation. Students are creating original work. They're being creative and they're applying what they already know. Communication and collaboration. Dipity allows students to social network. It allows students to share, to comment, to give feedback, and to use one another as resources. 3, research and information fluency. This website allows students to organize time and dates. They're sequencing the events and they're reporting their results. 4, critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. They're already conducting research and they're plugging it in the timeline. They're analyzing the research and making informed decisions. 5, digital citizenship. By having privacy settings, they are safely using the web and using information responsibly. Number 6, technology. They're understanding a new technology, a new thing that they can use. Strengths, free, user-friendly, can be shared to social networking sites. can be used cross-disciplines, allows the use of video, audio, text, and images. It has that great flipbook feature, and it really helps the visual learner. The limits, the timeline can only go down to the hour. Public timelines may not be appropriate, so if they're searching and seeing other timelines that are public, they may not all be appropriate. And the ads may not always be appropriate, but I would definitely recommend Dipity to any teacher and to any student. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.